Here we are back at it again, looking forward to the two NBL matchups on Friday night that are going to be heavily disrupted by some huge injury news. Now, before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give this video a like, and don't forget to comment and share the love about what you believe is going to happen in these two games and what you'll be backing this weekend. Now, first game of Friday night will be Adelaide hosting Cairns. Now, Cairns have been tough to play in Cairns, but they're going to have to travel to Adelaide and take on the 36ers, who haven't lost at the Entertainment Centre in 8 matches. Now, really tough once again for Cairns to get things together without Taran Armstrong and Tanner Groves in the lineup. The huge news last week, of course, was Montrezl Harrell has signed on for the rest of the season, and Jarrell Martin got his first taste of NBL action and did all right for himself. Now, all of a sudden, Adelaide have become one of the biggest teams in the NBL, and they are going to absolutely outmuscle the Cairns Taipans in Adelaide on Friday night. Look, Cairns have struggled to defend in the paint this year and are ranked 8th in the league, averaging 44.3 opposition paint points per game. Tough one to get out. While Adelaide are the second best team in the paint and are going to be even stronger now with Jarrell Martin getting more time on the court. It's as simple as that. Adelaide will outmuscle and power past the Cairns Taipans in this one, with Cairns having to play on the road without Armstrong. Definitely backing the Adelaide 36ers to cover the 6.5 points as the favourite. When it comes to the best player prop, I don't think you can go past Montrezl Harrell for a double-double in this one. He's scored a double-double in 4 of his 7 games in the NBL so far. In the first matchup against Cairns, he scored only 5 points or 5 rebounds and 20 points, but only played 21 minutes in that game. Expect him with the extended minutes to be a little bit more productive and overpower the Cairns Taipans down low and push those rebounds up over the 10 mark, which is pretty much where he's averaging this year. Adelaide to cover the handicap and Montrezl Harrell to score a double-double in that one. Then, game 2 is the Perth Wildcats having to host the Sydney Kings without Bryce Cotton. Now, Bryce Cotton is suspected to be out for the next 3 to 4 weeks, which is going to cause a massive reshuffle for the Wildcats. Look, it could be a blessing in disguise in the end, but this week it is going to be tough going up against the Sydney Kings. Obviously, Ben Henschel, Elijah Pepper are going to come in and get some more minutes and have their chance to prove that they should be starters in the NBL. But this week, extremely tough because Kings, even though they've been having maybe some problems on offense lately, they've been extremely solid defensively, ranked 3rd in the league with opposition points of just 84.6 per game, while Perth have even been struggling with Cotton on the court, on offense, averaging just 85.8 points per game, which is 8th in the NBL. Now, Perth coming into the game as the underdog does not go well for them. There is a strong trend of 5 games of them not covering as the underdog in those last 5 performances. And then if we're looking at player props this game, I'm definitely leaning towards Jalen Adams. Look, he scored 27 points against Perth in the first meeting between these two clubs, but he's only scored 23 points total in 4 games after that. Now, the thing with Jalen Adams, though, he is massive against the Perth Wildcats. He's never scored less than 18 points in 7 games in his NBL career against Perth, and he averages 25 points per game against the Cats. So definitely looking for a bounce back performance from Jalen Adams, especially with Cotton being out and these new combinations guarding at the top. So Jalen Adams on the 15 plus points should be a pretty solid and sure thing bet in this one. Also, the Perth Wildcats failed to cover, with Sydney Kings covering the line of just 5.5 points as the favourite, And I'm even looking at the team total here for Perth at under 84.5 points, considering no cotton, new combinations, and Sydney being so strong. So there are your 3 best bets for the Sydney Kings versus Perth Wildcats. Now just remember, gamble responsibly and happy punting.